pretty much anything. Oops. Hey everybody, welcome to Monster Monday. I'll never get tired of that video. I made that just for fun, but it is really fun for me. I don't know, maybe I'm just a little childish, but I sure dig it. So how's everything with you?
Good. Great. How about you?
I can't complain at all. It's like super busy. I can't believe it's February already. Like
I know.
I had set out to stay home January and February just to regroup. I think I needed a mental break from being on the road and hang out with my wife for a while. But that month went by really fast, and now I'm wishing I had 3 months, at home. Like it went by really fast, but I don't know that I got enough done. So now I have to really hunker in this month of February and get situated, and then I'm not staying home. But I think that was the first month that I stayed home the entire month in years. Like I can't remember the last month that I stayed home an entire month and never went anywhere for the whole month. So that was pretty crazy, so to speak. So it was a lot of fun though. I had a chilling weekend at home. We had an event Saturday night that I didn't even go to. I was sitting around by the fireplace and I'm like, the hell that I'm just staying home. So I missed that event and I really don't care. So it was good. So your weekend, anything special happen?
No, not real special. I spent it doing spring cleaning, and
That's kind of like, isn't it just deep winter cleaning? Because spring cleaning would mean it'd be
It's kind of. I'm really wishing. I'm really wishing for that spring. It snowed. Dylan cleaned up a bunch of snow around here. It's been kind of cold, and I just did a bunch of cleaning. And I have cabin fever like you would not believe. So
yeah, I thought I would have cabin fever, but I don't. But it hasn't been. It's been cold.
You haven't been cooped up that much, though.
No, and it was like I've been cooped up. Like mine's like I want to be cooped up a little bit.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool. But I don't know. I'm excited for everything we got coming up. I've been working on all our events. What I'm trying to do this year that I've never been able to do is stay ahead of the game. Last year, I learned so much that I just regret so much. And it was like everything I felt like we were behind. And part of that was, you have to raise money before you can do some things. And last year with the Monster K, we had to buy a motorcycle. I had to make sure we made enough money to pay for that motorcycle before I could order the shirts for it, the bracelets, all the merch, promotional stuff. So this year I'm trying to stay ahead of that and learn from that a little bit. And now I'm trying to get everything ordered now. So that's my goals. But when I go to Bike Week, I want to high five Craig. I want to give everybody else at Wild Ass a big hug. And be all like chipper when I see you down in Daytona. I just want to be in a good mood because everything's set for the year. And now I just have to ride, promote, and get things set up. So that's what I've been working on. And I spend a lot of time at my desk, and I'm not much of a computer guy. So it's kind of funny because, I'm all proud of myself. I got something done. And I look back at the hours I spent on it. I'll be like, I had 16 hours on that, working on that. And I'm like, if I gave this to some like a place that does that for a living, they'd probably spend like 2 hours on it tops and it'd be done. But whatever, I guess I work cheaper. So it's all worth it. But I don't know. It's pretty it's pretty good. I'm happy to be done and getting done and getting things set up and, you know, getting fired through. So it's going to be quick now, and then we're going to be super busy again. So,
Yeah.
you know, it's just, and once it starts to roll, it just gets crazy. You know, we have the manatee thing for Gavin's Christmas that's coming up in a couple of weeks. And then I come home and I'm only home for 3 days and 4 days, whatever it is. And then I got to go back to Florida for Bike Week. And then I'm staying in Florida after Bike Week for my anniversary. And then come home and I got to go out of town the next weekend. So it's just like, this feels like a little bit of a storm, but it's the calm before before the real storm hits. So I don't feel cabin fever at all. I feel like it's just good to be chilling out. But you know, I don't have a foot of snow either. I can go for a walk in a t-shirt still. So, you know, it's not very wintry here. I mean, it's winter, but by Jersey standards, it's winter, but by Minnesota standards, this is not too tough. You know, it's only 20 degrees. So nothing terrible.
Yeah.
But this is the first week I could get my motorcycle out of my driveway. So it's a good thing I did stay home, because just yesterday was the first day I could get it out of my driveway since probably the 10th of January, something like that. So that's not normal for us. So I guess I can't say too much about it. But I do have one thing I was going to put out. It's been put out, so it's not like it's too big, but I do want to announce that it's up and running, but people have seen it. It was on our list of dates that I put out before, but it's the Monster Bike Night. So our Monster Bike Night, I got the signups. They're available. I have the flyer I'm going to post tomorrow. And what we're trying to do with the Monster Bike Night is August 12th, we're going to have what I'm hoping is the world's largest bike night. So across the country, from coast to coast, Mexico to Canada, have bike night all on the same night. That's a Tuesday night. And I'm hoping that anybody and everybody involved with the Monsters will go to their bike shop, their bar, their Harley dealership, whatever it is, even if it's a private house, I guess, whatever they have, and just host a bike night. So the signups are on the website. I was working on that today, but I got it all up and ready. And if somebody wants to host it, like their bike night, they just go on their website and sign up. We're going to get them a banner and some things to go with it, and then they're going to host it, and they're just going to try to do a little fundraising for the boys. So I'm hoping that we can make this into something that's pretty epic, to say the least. And I think, I don't know if everybody's seen that. I should share my screen so I could show the I'll see if I can find it. If I can't find it easy, then and before I do that, I think I'll go on. Oh shit. That's on the computer. See that? Oh, you can't see it. I hit the wrong button and everything went off my screen.
No, I can't see it.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing that you can't. So I don't know. Maybe I won't be doing this like this because I'm not that skilled at some things. And I have this stupid light I've been playing with right in front of my face. And I think it does more harm than good. But what are you going to do? So let's see if they have the bike night. Yeah, I don't know if I can find it like this. So I'm going to skip that. But watch tomorrow, and you will see what we have. I just got to get rid of this thing because I see in front of my screen. I don't see you now. All I see is this. There we go. No, I'm good.
I'll say they disappear.
Yeah. Well, when I popped up to share my screen, it's terrible. And so, see, Selena, this is what we were just talking about before the show. The glare off of the light, no matter what I do, I get a glare. See that? So somebody's got come up a light. Look at that. You can see the ring in my glass.
You can see the ring. Yeah.
Yeah.
We talked about that. I have it too, but I can't make it go away. We've tried everything, but.
Yeah, how's that?
Yeah, he's gonna shut me. He shut my screen. Hey,
so this is how I'll do the show now. Everybody be happy.
Hey, that reminds me of those people that they black out so they they give you the weird voice, so you don't know who.
Yeah, so you don't. Now you can ask me questions.
Yeah,
you can ask me anything you want, and I'll answer it because.
Yeah, because you don't know who you are.
Yeah,
Dylan's
exactly.
typing something. That's hilarious. I love it.
So if this like gets the best viewers, the most viewers, people like all of a sudden clamor to the show because they don't have to look at me to be perfect. And I saw Dylan's lighting, and I'm gonna try that. So I got I never thought of that, but
Renee liked it. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw they sent me some pictures so I could do it.
Wasn't
it? Yeah, but anyhow, but we got the Monster Bike Night. That's in August. That's going to be something I'm going to be promoting a little bit coming up, so you can go to your dealerships and, like I say, all your people and get them to sign up. It doesn't cost them anything. We're just going to encourage hog chapters, if it's at a bar, whatever, to pass the hat, so to speak, that night, and then go to the website and donate it right there. And we're going to have prizes for who raises the most money. We're going to have some prizes for who travels the furthest to go to a bike night, that kind of thing. So, I think it'll be pretty epic. I don't know. I've been thinking about that for a long time, and I think it's something so simple, but yet can be so big. So, what'd you say? Laugh for? What'd you read?
Sorry, I'm not supposed to read while I'm on here, but Jamie's on. He's been off social media for a long time, and this is actually Jamie.
Hey, Jamie, you're getting off social media because
say hi.
Did you get drunk and do something that got you kicked off social media? So that's my guess.
No, I'm not saying anything.
Yeah, he's doing a Facebook Live. Is he running around the neighborhood, hammered, naked, and having a good old time? So now he's got to steal the phone to get on it. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. But I don't know. I'm excited. I'm excited for the year. We have the bike night. We have the geo hunt. I'm working on that right now. The books are coming out in April, and I've been gathering the pictures and putting all that stuff together. And when I look at those pictures, it takes me down memory lane, of last year riding and what I thought was cool and what I thought was stupid and how I found some things and why I stopped at things. And I can't wait, because I really think people who know me will probably laugh at some of them. But there's going to be people who don't know me. They're going to figure out where this stuff is. And then they'll be like, what the hell is he thinking? Like, he is way more brain damaged than I thought. So, and it's like some of them were fast, and they had to be placed there fast. Because what people don't realize is I spent a lot of time riding with people last year. So, but I didn't want anybody to know where they were, including the people riding with me. So, Luma put on 100,000 miles last year. And he put a shit ton of miles on with me, but I didn't want him to know where these coins were, because I didn't want him to not be able to have fun with it. So I'm hiding coins while I'm with him without him knowing.
That's crazy.
So I had to put him fast, get a picture. And I did the same thing with Twister and Hop. And, I was trying to do some things without anybody knowing, and I don't know. So I don't know if that helped or harmed. I think I probably could have put them in cooler places and spent a little more time, but then that would have ruled out.
Cool, though.
That would have ruled out certain people. Like they could, Hop and Twister especially would have been out, because they would have known where 30 of the coins are before we even started. But this way, nobody knows where any of them are. I'll tell people. I've told people where some are. I told everybody on another show, like, there is a coin in Dead Horse. There's a coin at the store in Dead Horse. You cannot, and if you go to Dead Horse, that's awesome. But even with that being said, you'll need the book. If you don't have the book, you're never going to find it. It's that part of it's going to be fun. But with the book, it'll be pretty easy for you to find it. So it's pretty cool. But I'm working on the book. That will be done in March. I'll get everything printed in March, so they can go out on April and we can kick that thing off. And we have the Monster 79, which is 9 weeks of riding for our 7 heroes, and that's going to be a lot of fun. And that's just about how many miles we can put on a week over the 9 weeks, and kind of have a competition amongst people. Fundraising, all that stuff. So there's gonna be some things that people don't expect, like the geo hunt. We have things going on there that if you sponsor somebody, so if somebody donates to Misty and she finds a coin, or there's going to be some certain things you do, but if you were to find the first coin, anybody who has donated to you up until that point is going to go on a wheel. We're going to spin it and they're going to get a coin. So there'll be people that have a gold coin that never had to go. They didn't do anything but open their wallet up and donate. And that can include the person. Like, I could donate to you even as a rider, but if I think Misty's gonna go for it, I could donate to you. And if you are the first one to find a coin, then I'm at least still on that wheel. So even though I'm a hunter, I can count on you to get it, So that's just cool. like deer camp, we had a bunch of guys that hunted with us, never shot anything, but at the end of the day, we all split up the deer and they still got the venison. And I'm not sure if the Monster 79 filled up. When I looked, it hadn't. And I hadn't really been promoting the heck out of it yet. So I think that's going to change next week. So we'll be caught up. And Craig, I think, is making the hats. That was Craig that put that on there. But those hats are coming up next. He got me the hats for the geo hunt. They're done. We have shirts made up for the two crazy ladies. Those shirts are coming in. We're going to have a lady monster line that we're working on. So there's going to be a bunch of cool stuff hitting the website very soon. And I think I'm going to put the beanies and some other stuff on the website Wednesday. Oh, nice. So I try to do that Wednesday. I was going to do it tomorrow, but I have an Uber job tomorrow. So I have an Uber job every so often where I Uber Amy into her meetings in the city. So
nice.
I'm going into the big city tomorrow. So well, everybody's at work tomorrow morning. I'll be in Central Park looking at the weirdos, and the weirdos will be looking at me, telling all their friends that they had the weirdo in Central Park today. So that'll be me. I might even do a little fishing. So see what happens if I get my fishing pole organized tonight. Go do a little fishing in Central Park. People always look at you funny when you're fishing in the park. That's good. So you got any big news? I know Gavin finished up his artwork and sent you that awesome piece of artwork in the back.
This one I'm so excited about. That was so awesome. Yeah, he did finish up. We're hoping to see some more of his artwork coming up in the near future, maybe once a month. But he spent, I don't know if everybody saw, but he spent like 7 hours on Sunday building a Lego of the Ghostbuster car, the Ecto-1. And of course, he was listening to the Ghostbuster soundtrack in the background on repeat. So that had to be pretty awesome for mom and dad. I'm sure.
That's pretty awesome. And, like when we were in New York City with Gavin, we were leaving the city and I said, is there anything else you want to see right here? And the Ghostbuster place they filmed that at, is in New York City. I never even thought of that, but it was too far. It's up by the park and we didn't get to it. But so next time when he gets back up here, I'm gonna take him in to see that building. But that would have been kind of cool, especially after he spent 7 hours doing the car. He could have put it next to the picture of the place.
Yeah. That's awesome.
That's pretty funny. That's about it. He keeps painting and everybody's going to go broke.
So, I know. That's just it too. It's funny.
Yeah. I think it's awesome he does one a month, but
I do too.
That'll be good. And I'm really happy that he did such a fine job on your painting, because that's a pretty nice painting back there.
It is. I love it.
And I think it's legit too. That looks like it has 13 stripes.
It has the stripes and it has 50 stars. It really does. Yeah.
Because most
and
people
a signature.
Most people get it wrong when they do the flags, with the stripes, especially kids, because they paint the stripes and they don't realize that everything on a flag has meaning to it. Mm-hmm. And, there's a reason why it's 13, and the red, white, the blue, the stars, everything has meaning. So like, as a ex-military guy, I'm like, when I see stars, that's what I look at. I'm like, is that legit? Like that's the first thing I look at is like, well, look, it has 13. And I don't care. When kids do sometimes happy, they do it. But I am impressed when they have the 13 stripes, the 13 bars, that's pretty cool.
Way to go. Yeah, Gavin. Yeah, exactly.
Yep. So that's good. All right. What else you got? Sorry.
So this week he gets to go see the guru of DMD, the doctor guru of DMD, Dr. What was her name? Dr. Castro. She's the DMD guru and of the South. So he's going to see her, and she's the one that spearheads up the gene therapy. So, and I don't know if everybody knows, but he's eligible for that. And there's a lot of things for them to consider doing the gene therapy, because there's no research on kids like Gavin who have been on it. So a lot of thought needs to be put into this.
That gene therapy is something that is definitely going to be the answer. Going to be the answer, and I hope that answer comes sooner than later. And I hope that somebody smart like that figures that out. Because I just hope that that one of these tests that these kids do and programs they get in just turns on a light and steers all the people in the right direction, and we can find an answer to DMD. That would be awesome. I'd love to have a show and be like, this is our last show because we have jack shit to do around here. Yep. Like they found a cure. We don't have any of these issues, and I'm gonna go celebrate and Dylan fell off the wagon, and we're just going to get drunk for the next 3 days and call it a time. Then he'll be back on the wagon, and we'll get back to doing something else.
Yeah, maybe we'll cure something else.
Yeah, that's what I got. That's what I'm hoping.
That would be an amazing day.
Yep. That's why, like, spreading awareness is so important, though. Like, raising money is one thing, but spreading awareness is another. Like, the first time I rode in an event, nobody had heard of Duchenne muscular dystrophy. Like, nobody had heard of DMD. Hell, I had hardly heard of DMD. So it's amazing now to fast forward, 6 years and see all of the people that are behind these heroes and doing things and just really spreading awareness, because you never know who you're going to run into. You could run into somebody that knows somebody that steers it in another direction, and I'd love to have a monster be the one that connected two pieces together that created a massive end to the crazy puzzle, and you just never know when that's going to be.
Nope.
Okay, I keep interrupting. I think
you're not. No, that's awesome. That's awesome. From there, he has his yearly cardio appointment, and they're sure to prescribe him some preventative medications. And at that time, he has his EKG and his echo and his cardio MRI, which for them, they're glad that he's not scared of his MRI, because MRIs are no fun.
I hate MRIs.
I do too, but apparently he falls asleep. So, so they said, wish them lots of luck for their first week in February, or their crazy week. So they're having a crazy week of stuff going on.
Yeah, it's busy times.
Yes. So
I have busy times, and I'm at the point in my life where I either have to get a haircut or I have to come up with a different hairstyle. So I'm at that point in my crazy winter. Because my hair is, I did that before, and then I had to tie it up in the back because it's like out of control now. Look at this. My hat kind of have it down.
It is long. Yeah,
that's pretty long. Like, I either have to tie it in some kind of a ponytail.
Do a braid, like tight braid to
that's
your
exactly
head.
What Amy said. Put a Viking braid on it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
But I combed my hair for church yesterday. It was the second time I combed my hair in a year, so I thought, I don't know, it felt like all adulty.
Yeah. Feel like
I saw Brody's mom put something up here about needing some merch, so I'm actually putting that together and got some for him. So that's going to be coming. I was waiting for one thing, but I don't know if I'm going to wait for that because it's like taking a little bit longer to finalize. So I might just mail a bunch of stuff out. So be all good. So other than that, we'll get it as we get it. I'll send it, but I'm going to send the boys all a package of the beanies and some other little miscellaneous stuff like that. So I don't have anything great, but I have a few things.
Okay. In Brody's world, his legs are getting a little weaker and he's been falling more. So they've been encouraging him to use his wheelchair. but he's very embarrassed to use it.
Well, he shouldn't be, because like life deals some shitty hands, but when you get that hand, you just gotta accept this is my hand, and we're gonna just keep fighting. But you also gotta live with the hand and roll with it. And the faster you learn to deal with the bullshit, the better off you are. It's like so many things you just in life that you have to overcome. And these kids that are 7, 8, I mean, hell, Jackson's 5, 5 to 17, they learn life's lessons. They're just learn them way faster than life would typically hand them out. Like all the life lessons I learned in 50 years, they learn in 5 or 10. And it's sad to, when you see a kid who's 7, 8, 10 years old, and they have to learn some of life's lessons that are hard to learn when you're 25, and these kids just take it on the chin and keep on rolling. But, the wheelchair is part of the game. And if it saves your legs for another day, another time, then use it. And, it'll prolong using the legs. So I think that's a key factor. When you have DMD, those muscles, they don't regenerate like mine would, yours, whatever, so they only have so many steps in a day. So save those for some shit you really want to do, instead of because you're afraid of what somebody might say. Maybe I'll go to his school and have a talk with the kids.
See, I was thinking that
he might need a little pit stop. So I might talk to his mom. I'm heading that way in March. I'll be that way in April. I'm going right by his place in April, going up to Oklahoma. So
I don't know if she's on here. I spoke with her just a little bit briefly about, he's gonna get bullied probably, because they all have.
Everybody gets bullied as a kid.
Well,
like kids are assholes. So
I remember getting bullied.
I remember bullying people. So there's that, like
you're either the bully or the bullied, I mean,
yeah.
But
when you're in 4th grade, it's
Craig
cool
says the
to
monster
pick on
day
people.
continues. I was thinking that in my head when I was talking to her, but I didn't want to speak out of line. I thought I'll talk to you, but it was literally in my head. I did actually bully Dylan in school. I truly did.
And then you wondered why he started drinking so hard?
Yeah, I did bully him.
Because the love of his life bullied the shit out of him as a
first grade
child.
on the bus. First grade on the bus, I bullied him, and he hit me.
So
yeah,
Dylan,
that's another story. But yeah, he hit me in the shoulder.
Dylan's much nicer, because if you bullied me, I'd never forget it. Like I don't have the ability to let things go until I
he apparently does
mean things.
I called him names and everything. Yeah. Anyway. I was never usually a bullier, but I did to him.
He probably deserved it though. So is it really bullying?
Not really. Not if you have it coming. But
yeah,
these boys don't have it coming. So.
That's pretty funny though.
Yeah.
That is pretty, and he remembers it too.
He does.
That's good humor. Good humor. Yep. So there she's on here because she was somebody asked what state. Brody's in Kansas. So I think there's 4 towns in Kansas, and he's in the southern one. Is there 4? Is it down to 3?
I don't know.
I'm only kidding. People from Kansas.
Yeah. I liked Kansas.
I love Kansas. People bitch about going across the plains. I love going across the plains. So
except the tornado we had, but that was okay.
Yeah, but at least in the plains you can see him coming.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, so just see coming, he'd be good. Now look, and my buddy Daryl's on here. Daryl, I'm a little bit jealous. I didn't really want to talk about him or to him because he's in Mexico right now. And
Mexico.
Yeah, but he's in Mexico, and I don't care that he's in Mexico, but I had high hopes of joining him. And when I saw they were going to Mexico, like back in November, December, Amy and I had planned to go with them. So, because Daryl is with Amy's best friend, Kate. So I wanted to go, and then it just didn't work out in our schedules and life. And everything else. So we couldn't do it. So now they're on vacation. He's got to rub it in. So he's watching from Mexico. So Daryl, I'm really happy for you that you're on vacation, and I hope you and Chad and Kate have a good time. But
yeah.
Anyhow, you can call me when you get home, but I don't want to hear from you again. Anyhow, so
he has to rub it in a little bit more too. I see.
Yeah, exactly. But Daryl's a good dude. We were just planning another vacation, so I hope that one pans out too. So it's all sun and fun where he's at. Now my brain is just on Mexico. I'm thinking about his sun, bikinis, warm water, and drinks. So look at the bright side. It won't have the shits next week. I'm sorry, I shouldn't talk like that. My bad. All right. So who you got next?
Well, we're jumping all over. I'm going to go back to Alfie. Alfie had his physio appointment today, and he's doing good. He did too much this weekend, so he was a little tired, but you can't keep Alfie down. So there's that. Tomorrow, he's got a big day tomorrow. So if everybody could say a little prayer for Alfie, he travels to Newcastle for his big appointment with the muscle team. So he's got that going on, and then he's got a football game after that. So prayers to, and also I'm supposed to tell prayers to his team that he wins, so there's not a meltdown. So that's
pretty funny.
Yeah.
And I was just looking for Alfie on my messenger because I was going to send him a message. Good luck. And when you say he has his physio tomorrow, all I think about is Willy Wonka when they went that busy gas thing and
I know they call it physio, and it's hard for me to
and floated around. And I thought, oh, how fun would that be? That doesn't sound like too bad.
No. I think it's a little harder than that. And of course, it was little Jamie's birthday this weekend too. So he had his birthday party. So.
I saw that. He's pretty funny. He loves Pop-Tarts. I should have sent him some Pop-Tarts. That's awesome. All right, I'm going to send Alfie a message right now. Okay. So I don't forget. Hey Alfie, good luck tomorrow. We're on the show live right now, so everybody wishes you well. Yes. So go kick some ass tomorrow, and I hope your football team wins too. I'll be watching, and in great, what am I trying to say? I'll be watching every moment of your football game, hoping they win, because I don't know if I'll be able to make it through the week if they don't. So good luck, pal. Love you, man. I don't think he's up, but anyhow, that's that.
Dad is.
Yeah, Dad's up. Go wake Alfie up. Tell him I sent him a message.
Or it's Mom. Go wake Alfie. No.
Yeah.
On to Mr. Jack. He had a busy weekend out celebrating Grandpa's birthday. Today he wasn't feeling well, so he stayed home. Mom said it might have been from partying too much with Grandpa. Not sure. And then later this week, he has his physio appointment as well. So it's all physio.
Busy times.
Yeah, busy times for them. They got cleaned up after their storm. They had that storm that kind of took out a bunch of stuff, and they finally got everything all cleaned up. What was it, 130 mile an hour?
Yeah, it was crazy wind. It was like nuts, hurricane tornado combo wind.
All in one, yeah. So next I have Drew. Oh, go ahead. No,
I was going to say going to Drew or Turbo, because I just had something in my mind about Turbo. But if you're going Drew, wait.
I'll quick go to Drew. All's quiet at the Gunthers, other than they are getting into their new semester at school, but nothing exciting. But Steve is dreading February 14th, which is Drew's D-Day.
Yeah, the diagnosis day is a tough day, and being reminded of that is brutal. But Drew is like, like after he got the beast and got out again, it was good to see his personality back, because Drew is very quiet and reserved, but man, if you can get him to open up to you, get him in a crowd where he opens up, he has got a funny ass sense of humor, and he really cracks me up. It was a year ago this weekend. I was with him in Pennsylvania, and I put a beer in front of him, and I went and sat down. I was videotaping it, and I said, Drew, why are you drinking beer? Because some kids in Europe especially drink beer who have DMD. Oh, yeah. They're told they should drink a beer a day. So I was like, Drew, why are you drinking beer, man? Your doctor told you? And he's like, that's not my beer. And I go, well, it's just you and I here, and there's a beer, and it's not mine, so it must be yours. And he was so distraught that I accused him of drinking beer. So that was pretty funny. But I did have a funny story, not about any of the kids, but I picked up my AirPods, and they made me laugh because I had to get a new pair of AirPods because, like everything else, I wreck everything I own. So I got a new pair of AirPods, and they have noise canceling in them. My other AirPods were like the first ones they ever came out with. So I get this noise canceling set of, and if Amy's watching, she's gonna laugh now because I told her the story when I got home. But
She
if
is.
if you have headphones in and you let a fart out in a store, just because you don't hear it doesn't mean it wasn't loud.
They are noise canceling.
They were noise canceling because I was getting a fountain drink for Amy from the store. I'm like, I'll be a little quiet one. And I'm like, ooh. And I'm like, I didn't hear anything. So I turned it on. There's two ladies at the coffee thing, like looking at me. I was like, I had to give them the Forrest Gump wave. I'm like, thinking to myself, I am so glad that I'm just married. I can just go home and I don't ever have to talk to those girls ever again. So that was pretty funny. So if they were still bullying people and I wasn't 6'1", I would have got bullied at the store today for letting one go. I feel like Gavin, because Gavin does that when we're together sometimes, and I always laugh and think it's funny, but he's 10 and I'm not, so there's that. But the noise canceling headphones do work because I did not hear a single sound. But that doesn't mean it didn't happen. I guess they're not noise, it's not noise canceling for the rest of the world.
Not for everybody, just you.
Yeah, so that's kind of funny. So if either of the ladies that were getting coffee behind me at Wawa are watching tonight, I apologize for ruining your coffee. So sorry about that. So anyhow, on to Turbo. That happens.
Turbo spent time setting up his storage unit. I don't know if people saw the videos, but that was pretty cool. Seeing him setting stuff up. He has more stuff coming, so he'll be able to get, it all set up just how he wants it. And he's pretty excited because this weekend is Super Bowl, and the fams will be, of course, getting all ready for that, for Super Bowl weekend.
Yeah, the Chiefs are playing. They're going to be all fired up for that, so that's pretty good. But his storage unit looked pretty cool, but
I thought so.
I've never had a storage unit that was indoors before. So when we got that for him, I don't know jack shit about storage units. I've had them outside, but never indoors. I didn't know it
was indoors. I didn't even pay no attention to that.
It's indoors, so it's climate controlled, so it's air conditioned or heated or whatever, and it's like super nice. But what I'd never thought of is there's no lighting. So when you walk down the hall, the lights turn on and it's lit up and everything's cool. You open the door, you do your thing, you keep moving around. But if you sit down and don't move, the lights go out. And it's pitch black then. The whole hallway's black. Now you're in this storage unit and it's like completely black. And Turbo didn't like that so much. So we went, as soon as I found out about that, we went and got him they call it a generator. I call it a battery pack because that's to me what it is. But I guess they have big giant electric generators, and they're bigger now, and they can plug things and you can run refrigerators off them. That's how big they are. So anyhow, we sent him a generator, electric battery generator, and some rope lights, a lamp, and a wagon to get everything into his facility. That's awesome. The goal is like all of our goals. We just want him to live his best life. And if that's a storage unit with all shit in it, set up how he needs it, then that's what we need to do. And that's the kind of thing that we're looking for. So just another example of whatever it is. People always ask, what do you do for the boys? Like whatever they need is what we do. So if it's a storage locker, if it's lights for a storage locker, all the shit I didn't even think of, so whatever. All right. Do you get all the boys? You missing anybody?
No, we still get, okay. So hold on. I was going to mention Turbo also. Kendrick Lamar is going to be playing at the Super Bowl. And of course he's excited to see him. So then of course he's going to be there and at his concert. And
yes, that was his Christmas present. He wanted to go to Kendrick Lamar. So I can't wait to see him on the Super Bowl so I can see who the hell Kendrick Lamar is. I looked up his music.
I know, I'm excited too because I don't know who he is.
I listened to his music. I went to the Apple, whatever you call it, and I listened to his music, and I listened to half of a song. It was Apple tells you what's popular, so I just picked his one that was at all the bars, and I wanted to kill myself within like a minute and a half. So it's not my cup of tea. So I'm glad he doesn't need an escort to Kendrick Lamar. And I had no idea he was such a big deal, but he's pretty big.
Yeah, I guess he got a bunch of Grammy awards this weekend. He won a bunch of Grammy awards, and yeah, 5. Thank you, Nicole. Yeah, he won 5 Grammy awards.
Yeah, that's awesome. I wouldn't. He didn't get my vote, but that doesn't mean anything. Like
I didn't know it was on, so he didn't get mine either. But yeah, I didn't.
Yeah, I saw Beyonce won a bunch of stuff, and she's the greatest country artist in the history of country music. So there's that.
Really?
Everybody complains about her. I love her music, so I don't care what anybody says.
Like well, I like music, her, but I don't know if she's the greatest country singer. But
no, she's not the greatest. Dolly's the greatest. That's a no-brainer. But Beyonce's country songs, I like them, and everybody bangs on her. She's not country. I'm like, most of these country artists aren't country either. So
I don't like the new country. I'm sure she sings better than they do. So
yeah, none of them are my jam. So I think they're all good. So. And and Jax likes Kendrick as well. So, God, that's too funny.
Young one. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if they ride with me on my motorcycle, we're not going to have Kendrick Lamar on. I'll tell you that.
No.
Too funny. I'm happy they like him.
So Jackson's been exercising his arm since his cast came off, and he's able to bend it more and more each day. So I can just picture him now going to be this,
Yeah, be all buff. Whenever I had a cast come off, it always looked so funny because it's like, they're so tiny.
They are.
Get a cast on your leg or something, it just looked funny and walk funny.
Yeah.
So it's all good.
Yeah. And he's registering for kindergarten on the 10th.
Wow. It seemed like yesterday my kids are in kindergarten. Now they're not even in college. So it's crazy. I like kindergarten. That's a great time. Kids are just say it like it is. I don't know what age that shuts off in their brain, but I sure like it better when they say things that are not quite appropriate. I like that because that's how my brain works sometimes. It's all I can do to filter it all, and kids don't. So I'm like, man, we'll get along great. So I like that. Like I gave my nephew a Christmas present, and his Christmas present, he opens it up, he says, "That's not what I wanted." So that was the best present I had ever gotten a kid because he didn't want it. So I see Renee sent me a text. So she's talking about the Lady Monster hat. She's sending me different colors of the hat. So I think that's the hat she wants. I don't know if you can even see that.
Is it red?
She made it blue, a blue hat with red lettering and a white, red and white. So we'll get to that. So anyhow. Sorry. Now we done with the kids? I lost track of where we're at.
We are.
Okay. Good. Dylan was supposed to cut this short, but man, I just talked too much. I got too much caffeine in me. So, Dylan, do you have anything going on this last weekend other than plowing snow?
I think he just plowed snow.
Plowed snow? Yeah. How much snow do you guys have?
I don't even know. It's not a ton. It was enough you had to plow, but I don't know. It wasn't a ton. 5 inches maybe. I don't know.
That's not so bad.
Yeah,
I was out in Michigan. My cousin went to college in Michigan, the UP, and born and raised in Minnesota. I've seen a lot of snow. I have a cabin in northern Minnesota, right on the Canadian border, so I was used to a lot of snow. I went over to where Michigan Tech is. So is that Holton or whatever it's called in the UP? Mm-hmm. They had snow there like I could not believe, like that lake effect snow. And you would walk down the street and you could hardly see the houses right in town. And the snowbanks on the side of the road were 12 feet high. Yeah, and then there'd be a little path for the sidewalk going to a front door. And I was like, oh my God, like, why would anyone live here?
You're right.
Like just mountains and mountains of snow. It was insane. So no thanks. No thanks. I don't know. Is there anything on there, Dylan, on the comments? I can't read them. I got crap in front of me. And
it's nothing that we need to put up here. Everybody's talking about inches and lying and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm not sure
how many inches stuff is and stuff like that.
Yeah, well, girls have been lied. I won't even go there.
Yeah. That's what it says. Basically, what they're saying. I've been lied to. So
they've been lied to. I'm not sure you have any idea what 5 inches really is.
I have no idea.
I don't even want Amy commenting. So
I don't think she's joined in yet.
good.
Not yet.
She can. I'll end the show. I have the button right here to end live stream. As soon as she starts talking about her knowledge of measurement, I'll be like, nope.
Dylan said this is a family program.
Yes, it is. All right. Sorry, my bad.
Crazy Ladies are on day 34. This is getting hard for me to add now.
Nice job. I have my. Oh, I don't have it here. I had my calendar on my desk for that very reason.
I found a Julian. Is it Julian calendar? Or however you say. I found one. So
I just found a calendar that has the date on it.
Whatever. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, has a number on the date.
That's what
I do like that. I do like that Julian calendar, though. I have some ideas for that. Mooney sent that over to me, and I was like, kind of interesting. So I got some ideas for some rides for Monster Miles because of that. So
nice.
That's all good. That's all I got.
Sounds
got anything? Good. You got anything else?
I don't think so. Super Bowl this weekend.
Yeah, Super Bowl. I don't have any big plans. I might stay home and watch it, and actually be the first one I've actually sat through and watched everything without a crowd or anything, and just have it be quiet. So I might do that. I don't really know, but yeah. But I did put out my video finally from my 100,000 miles. I finally put a 5-minute video on YouTube, and I did put some other stuff on YouTube as well. So if anybody's out there, check out our YouTube channel. We have I added some stuff from our old channel that we had to shut down. I moved some other videos over. Some of the reviews, people are asking me about reviews for the Hoka Hey, for some of the camping gear I use, stuff like that. So I didn't want to make a new one. It was easier for me to figure out how to move it over. So that's what I did. So check out the YouTube channel, share that. It works better. Like a lot of these platforms, like our Mile Monsters and the Monsters and Heroes and our YouTube channel, the best thing people can do is become members of them, because when I go to sponsors to help us out with things, that's all people look at nowadays. Like they want to know how many followers you have, how many this, how many that. That's what they look at. So if I'm approaching somebody new about sponsoring Mile Monsters, they love what we do, but it's a two-way street. You know, their businesses aren't, stupid. They love what we do, but they want to see how they're going to make out as well. So share what we have with your friends. Tell people to like or to join, become a member of our groups, things like that. And go to our YouTube, become a subscriber. I don't care if you're watching or not, but we need our numbers as high as we can, because it helps us in the long run. And we do these things for the boys. And I go and ask people to donate things that we can raffle off if we're hitting them up for just straight up money, whatever it is. Almost always they're looking at what we're doing and how the world is seeing it. So, that's important. And I know a lot of people they look at our Facebook stuff, but they're not members of Mile Monsters Inc., where you just have to accept an invitation or become a member, and same with YouTube and, the website. So that's why we need to subscribe, all that stuff. That's why everybody's doing that, is because it's a numbers game and people want it all. How many people do you have? How many, followers do you have? That kind of thing. So that's that. So not looking to get paid by YouTube, but I'm looking to get things donated by companies, and we want them to know that we can have it. So
that makes sense.
Somebody asked about the IBR. I see Adam. Yes, we are going to do some stuff, fundraising stuff with the IBR. That is the Iron Butt Rally that I'm doing. Luma's doing, Iceman. There's a few. So I'm sorry if I missed somebody. Just came top of my head. But we are going to do some events and some fundraising around the IBR. The IBR has no social media policy during the event. So for 11 days, I can't be on social media. But that doesn't mean somebody else can't be on social media on my behalf. They just can't tell anything directly about it, but they can give you updates like Riot is, currently did X amount of miles or whatever, or whatever the rules they let you do. I'll be at the very edge of doing them all. So, if they let you somebody else, whatever they let somebody else talk about, that's what I'll be pushing it. So, and Rolo is doing the IBR as well. So there's going to be a bunch of monsters in it. I'm pretty excited about it. I'm going to do horrible and I'm going to laugh, but It's all good. Like, especially because I think people naturally think, oh, he does really good in the Hulk. Hey, he's going to kill this. And they're going to find out that this isn't my skill set. And I'll be embarrassing myself, but it's all good. Or I'll get disqualified for speeding in the first day. And they'll be like, why don't you get your dumb ass in here? We can talk about rules. So that's that. But like every other Monday, I'm going to sign off so I can go and watch a baking show with my wife.
We're going to watch baking. One quick thing, bike night.
It's a British show. My baking thing is a British baking show, and it's actually kind of funny because the British have a different humor and they joke around about things that wouldn't be allowed on TV here in the States as much, and it cracks me up in my childish sense of humor. So that's pretty good.
That's awesome.
Okay, sorry, what were you saying?
No, that's all right. That's awesome. Maybe I'll have to start watching it. Bike night. Was it August 12th?
Yes.
I noticed Renee was asking that a ways back, but
yeah, August 12th, Tuesday. It's a Tuesday night.
Okay.
So I'll post the flyer. I might post the flyer while I'm watching the British Bake Off. Look at somebody else watches that. Hey, Tammy, I just got your message too that you that sent me. So I'll follow up with you on that. But I was a little late to the party on checking my voicemails. I just saw it today. But anyhow, it's actually kind of a funny show. But anyways, yeah, the bike night is the 12th. It's a Tuesday, and anybody wants to host it, that's what's available right now. Not sign up to go to it or anything like that. What we have cranking out right now is just to sign up to host the bike night. So take that flyer to your shop, to your Harley shop, to your motorcycle shop, to your bar, to your VFW, to your Masons, to whatever it is that wants to host it and host the bike night, or host it at the Wild Ass could host one at their shop. You know, whoever does it, we're going to try to have it the world's largest bike night. So one night we're hoping to have as many dealerships involved, as many places across the country. So it'll be pretty awesome. All right. Try not to ramble on too long, but I feel like I've been on here forever again. Yeah, 53 minutes. Amy's going to yell at me again because I missed the whole episode of the Bake Off. All right, Misty, we'll see you later.
Thanks. Have a good night.
Everybody, have a great week. Dylan, thank you for the thumbs up. Your background looks awesome. Your lighting is spectacular. You're so professional. And I'm such a jackass over here with a light that looks like this.
Oh, that's pretty professional, though.
Yeah, it's not very professional. Well, the light might be professional, but the moron running it certainly isn't. So that's that. So I just wing it through life. And what is that saying? Fake it till you make it. So I'll just keep pretending that I'm good at this until someday I become good at this. So that's that. So everybody, have a great week. Whatever you do it well. Enjoy the Super Bowl. Go Chiefs I can't help but cheer for the Chiefs, not because I'm a huge Chief fan, but I am a huge anti-Philly fan because I don't want to see anybody in Philadelphia happy ever. So whatever can make those people suffer, I'm all about it. So Kansas City, I hope you stomp them. And I just cursed Kansas City. Now Philly for sure is going to win. I'm going to have to watch those jackasses celebrate, forever. So I hope not, but whatever. Saquon Smith is the only one I care about that I would like to see you do well there. But that's that. All right. See you later.
Bye,
I got called Chatty Cathy. That means it's time to shut off. See you later.